Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode of WildCraft. As you saw from that little intro there, we've got a few villagers, and yeah, I've been playing around a little bit, and I apologise if my voice sounds really bad at the moment. I actually came down with COVID over Christmas, which wasn't really very pleasant. I'm just coming out of the back end of it, but I wanted to get an episode up for you guys, and I figured as my voice was feeling a bit better, I would get on here and show you what I've been up to. Obviously I haven't been up to too much over Christmas, but you know, resting. This is our villagers, and this is my little setup that I've got going here. So what I do is manually come up here and feed these guys every now and then, which basically means that they have a little villager. And the little villagers, they bounce around on these beds, and eventually they see that bed over there. They want to go over and bounce on it, but they can't. They fall off these trapdoors and come around my little water system. So you can see we just had another two little babies there because I've just fed them. But yeah, essentially they come off there, they get carried around here, and that's it. So we've got 6 villagers there, 6 beds up there. So they shouldn't breed anymore until we get rid of these villagers, I believe. That's what I believe, and that's what's been happening so far, because there's say 6 beds up there. So then I take the villagers, bring them around here, and then try and trade with them and see what they've got. You can see I've got some over here because I want to try and get my armor sorted out. So we've got some armor over here. Problem is, I can't really trade with these guys because I need emeralds, and with the villagers we've got at the moment, the best way of getting emeralds is through paper. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get quite a few emeralds and all the rest of it. So sugarcane farm is what I've been working on, and let me just show you where I've got onto that. That's why I thought I'd bring you guys in on this. This is our little exit to the farm, or it will be. I haven't decided how it's going to come out yet. We might just bring these up into a chest for now, and then this will enable us to extend it later on if we have more farms, which we probably will, because this is a short-term farm. This is going to be a short-term farm, which essentially gives us paper for now. But I think here we're going to have some melon and pumpkin farms, and we've got to do all that sort of goodness as well. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing, because I think melons and pumpkins work really well. But anyway, we've got to trade for emeralds. We want loads of stuff to trade for emeralds. So this is the first farm that I'm building up. Hopefully we've got some materials in here, but not very much. So the idea with this is, as you can see, we've got a minecart whizzing around on here. So the minecart is running over these hoppers, dropping off its goods, which then go into this chest. And try not to stop it. And then from the chest, they come down this chain of hoppers here, and essentially end up in this little contraption. So if I put in, say, one of these scaffoldings in here, there you go. You can see it pops up above that piece of dirt. So what we'll have in here is a piece of dirt with, we'll have some soil, water going all the way up there to a bubble elevator, and that would effectively be carried up. For now it just sits there and does nothing, but it will work, and it's just a very simple comparator here to see if we've actually got anything inside this dropper, and if it does, it basically, in fact, let's just load it up again, see if you can see it working. Pushes this observer over here, and then we have a little clock going until it's empty, and then pulls it back and the clock stops. So quite simple, very simple to do. So I need to get the rest of this done. That's my next stage, which is going to consist of putting dirt, we might as well stop you on there, dirt on top of here, because this is where then the sugarcane is going to go. So we need a load of dirt on top, and then I'm going to have to hydrate that. So yeah, it's going to be a very simple design. Let's see if we can get this going. In fact, we've got some glass in here. We might even be able to make it look pretty. So let's just put a piece of dirt there for now, and then put that there, and then put that there. So if we imagine these will be running here like so. Yeah, I think that works. We can then get rid of that, and what we'll do is up here, so we can put this on here if we want, just so we can see inside, and then this little bit here we'll have water. So yeah, water will be sat there, and then above this we can then, so I guess on here with the water in place, we'll then have the sugarcane planted here, but we can't do it until the water's in place. So sugarcane will come down here, we'll have the same on the opposite side, sugarcane down there, and then we'll just do a very simple piston breaker, which essentially will have a piston pointing in this direction, but it won't be, no, the piston will be on there, and then that way it will break any of this, and on top of that will be an observer. So as soon as one grows, it kind of goes up. But I think what I'm going to do next is get this built up, and then it'll probably be easier to just sort of show you what I've done then. And the idea is I've got 2 of these farms going that way, so I've got one lot here and one lot over there, and it's going to be 2 high at least, so we should have you know, effectively 4 farms, hopefully growing us some sugarcane. Now this should work if we put this sugarcane on top of here. Yep, the observer sees it, it then triggers the redstone underneath it, triggers the piston, which is our very simple design, been around for many years, so that works. And already that piece of sugarcane has disappeared, and it should be down in this hopper below if everything's working right. Let me just quickly show you the redstone. So all I've done is, and we don't really need this redstone going around here. The idea behind this is if any of these here observers are triggered, it will send the redstone signal to here. And what that is then going to do is power an upper level. So as you can see, we've just got a little step going up here, and then that will then, you know, essentially run a line of redstone down there, and we can do it down the other side. So all other levels above this will be powered by this one level. So we don't need observers all the way around. The idea is that if this one grows to, you know, 3 high, any of these, the whole system will be triggered. So that's the idea behind it. So let's have a quick look, make sure that has all ended up down in here, which it has. Fantastic. So that's all working. Nice and simple design. As you can see from there, we've just got the water alongside there, blah blah blah, and it all works. So the idea now is I'm going to build another layer on top of this, and we can do multiple layers if we want to, but I think that might be overkill, I don't know. But I'm going to build another layer over here. So all I'm going to do is, you can see that redstone block down there. If we did that to here, this is going to be a duplicate at that level. So here we'll have blocks running across on top of that rail carts, and it will work exactly the same as this bit down here. So we'll have all this running. The only difference will be we don't need these observers, so we'll actually make it 2 high rather than 3 high, and then you can duplicate it even more on there. And then this side is literally going to be a mirror of that side, so I'm going to exactly mirror over there. Yeah, and that means we'll have 2 lots of farms running, and this is picking up everything here. We'll have another set picking up stuff there. The only thing I'll probably have to do is on here kind of build a tower of these, probably 2 more, yeah, so that they can then drop any items from above down into this area here. So yeah, that seems to be good. So what I need to do is get the rest of this dug out, because yeah, it needs a lot more room to be able to do it. I can't even climb. Let's try that again. Let's go all the way to the top this time. So this is the back of the glass. So if we come down to there, let's get rid of this, nice and easy, and come down to this level. This can be the last one that I'll then take off. I'm going to get some cobble because I need some for pistons. But yeah, so I'm not going to carve all this out. I'm just going to make a little path here, and that's it. I think as far as this goes, it can just go to there, all the way along, and then likewise we'll just go in this direction as well, up to there. Just knock it all out. yeah, and then that'll enable us then to build the next level. But you can see this is just literally the back of the glass. So if we dig through there, we can see the glass. So which is where the elevator is. So that's where that's going to come out. But I've got a lot of digging to do. But you know, just get on with it, I guess. As you can see, I have now finished what I set out to do. I have done the base one. I have cleared out this room and duplicated it above. So that's done, and as you can see here, I've extended it and got 2 more modules there. So we've got 4 of these effectively running 2 minecarts running backwards and forwards, and all that is going down into these chests. So we've got the hoppers up above. Let's go and have a look up top. It's been a little while since I've been up here, purely because, well, to be fair, I wasn't great and took some time out and all the rest of it. So yeah, in fact, let's go around here. Try not to spoil anything over there, but yeah, so you can see that sort of row there, and we've got the pistons that will break that. But they're all kind of connected as well. I just kind of figured that so when we get growth up here somewhere, it's actually going to fire quite a lot of the pistons. I felt that was better than having lots of observers and all the rest of it. So as you can see, there's observers down the bottom there, but there's none on this side. So these are the only observers which is looking at growth. Okay, so these are the only ones looking for growth on this side, and when they grow on this side, they effectively fire all the pistons on both sides. So yeah, it just, I mean, you could probably have them all going and do whatever, but this is usually enough, because by the time these grow up as well, usually there's one here that's gone to 3. So it's all just connected via basic wiring, so it's nice and simple. And the top ones are exactly the same. They only get fired from the bottom ones, so it just kept redstone to the sort of minimum of it. So you can see there, they're kind of ready to go. As soon as one of these grows down below, it'll get fired. So yeah, and that's all running through into this system, and all these go up here. So yeah, as soon as anything comes into here, so we'll fire off those 44, for example. Boom, up they go, as you can see, and they all head up to the top to our little storage system. And I haven't really set up the storage system properly, because I think long term these aren't going to stay. That's not my aim for this base. So you can see they pop up here, go in the water stream, into this hopper, down to the bottom hopper, and they end up in this chest. But occasionally they end up in this top chest. They kind of distribute between them, so that's why I've got both chests there. So yeah, that's kind of, but I say it's going to be temporary, because I've got bigger plans when we can get the TNT and make a bigger area. Although I'm looking at the new updates, and I'm like, oh, that's going to do what I wanted to do, and yeah. But hey, we're working in this world, you know. It'd be nice to play in a new one, but we're working in this one. Maybe we'll do so. I don't know. I also did this off camera. I kind of built this. Is that fired now? No, it hasn't quite fired yet. Hopefully we'll see it fire, or we'll hear it fire. So yeah, I've basically built a melon and pumpkin farm as well, and I'm going to extend this. As you can see, this is how it works. The minecarts ride along. They pop the pumpkins off, and then when it gets to the end here, that piston fires, and it basically makes it go back in. So it's a very, very simple system. I'll put a link down to the tutorial on this one. It's done by El Mango, who's done a lot of really good flying machine stuff, and I've never played with flying machines, so I really wanted to have a go at flying machines. And this is so simple in how it works. It's literally got a little timer down here, so if we try and go underneath here, I think there's some items swapping, so you can extend the timer. But yeah, when they all leave, they kind of, you know, fire this off, and it goes along, comes back again, and sits there until the timer. If you didn't have the timer, you just go backwards and forwards. But the timer is there to give this time to drop off all the goodies. Because, yeah, when these minecarts come back on, it's a bigger field, they'll need more time to unload. And that's really what you want in the timer, is how much time it takes to unload anything that's in the hoppers. At the moment, there's not much. but we're going to extend it. That's something definitely going to happen. This side I don't think as much as in there. Yeah, kind of, but you know. So, but I just figured I'd get that working now, because at least it's given us stuff that we can trade with the traders. And it's just going backwards and forwards. I can turn it off, and I have had it in the off position whilst I was working sometimes, because it just makes a noise. So all I'm doing there is retracting the piston. Was it in the? Let's have. Oh no, it's locking the hoppers. That's what it's doing. Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, we can lock that, and then that will no longer work the hoppers, and they will just stay in there. There you go. So it's nice and simple, easy to control, but it means it doesn't have to fly all the time. But yeah, and that's just fired. So that's one side all gone and the lower bit gone. This side hasn't fired yet. They're operated by these observers, but yeah, it's working, which is nice. And so those are now getting dropped off in here, or they should be. Probably already gone, but yeah, it's working a treat. And now I've got to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Down there. And we can actually see that operating over there. So yeah, it's firing them up. They're going as they're coming down here and feeding into it. They're going up. So it's all working nicely. And I've got a few resources that I've got to work on. So yeah, and I think this is a lot of is if we don't unload it. I think. I don't know, but I know we can go like 100 odd blocks down there if we want. We'll probably go 50. I think that's probably a good range to go for this. So probably double the length what we've got here at the moment, and then yeah, it should be happy days. But I think because this video has taken so long to get out, and I mean so long to get out, I'm going to stop it here. We're going to have a shorter video. Hopefully you guys are okay with that, to get some content out rather than no content. I don't know when the next one's going to be out, but hopefully we can play a little bit more on this when I get time. Lots of real life stuff getting in the way, and other projects that I'm working on. So yeah, but all is good. All is good. And we will continue working. I've not given up on this base until they bring the new version out, and then I want to go and build in the caves. Maybe we can get this finished before then. Maybe that's a project we work on. I don't know. Or maybe we just kind of build here, and then when the new update comes out, we go and live in a different part of the world. Yeah, maybe that's a thing as well. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Please do leave a like if you have. If you're new to the channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. If you've got this far, I obviously haven't bored you to death. So maybe hit that subscribe button and find out what happens in the next episode. Because I got no clue. No clue whatsoever. So we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.